What is up everyone? Welcome back to another video, and this week I wanted to talk to you guys about a pretty important feature within Clash Royale called clans. So if you don't know what a clan is, it's pretty much a group of players that have gathered together in order to socialize and help each other out. And what I mean by helping each other out is there's certain things that you can do in a clan that you just can't do outside of one. And those four things are donating, requesting, trading, and participating in something called Clan Wars. Now, Clan Wars is something I won't get into in this video as it's a little bit complicated and I think it deserves its own little video. But yeah, so before I get into donating, requesting, and trading, I wanted to reference this chart above me. So this is in reference to the battle mode. So in battle mode, you are playing, trying to unlock your cards, earning rewards, and gathering trophies. So as you can see, as you gather trophies, this will actually allow you to donate and request more cards. So in order to make the most, I guess, out of donating and requesting, you'll want to hit at least the 3000 trophy level. But yeah, I thought it was a nice little chart to reference how leveling in or gathering trophies in the battle mode can actually help with this part of the game. So let's go ahead and jump into the donating and requesting part. So right next to your battle tab to the very right is a social tab. Now if you haven't joined a clan, then this is where you can actually search for clans in order to join. You'll be able to click on them, see how many people are in them, and see if they are open to requesting to join. If you are already part of a clan, then you can go ahead and hit the social tab and you'll jump into a chat window. Now this chat window can have many things. It can have people obviously talking to each other, it can have people sharing replays, but ultimately majority of the time you'll see people requesting cards. And so right now there aren't currently people requesting cards, but when you do a request, which you'll do with that yellow button at the bottom, currently it says trade cards because my requesting is on a 7-hour cooldown, and every single time you do request a card, it does go onto a 7-hour cooldown, and this prevents people from spamming to request multiple cards all the time. So yeah, so you can reset your cooldown if you want to with gems. I don't recommend it. I think it's a waste of gems, unless it's like something that you've talked about within your clan and they have a lot of cards to give, then you can do it that way, but definitely don't think it's worth it. So when you request a card, so you can, like at my level, I can request 40 commons or 4 rares. Now when you do this request, it will pop up in the chat window and people will be able to see it and they'll be able to either donate to you, or if you see someone requesting cards, this is also where you can donate cards. And like it says, you can donate 1 rare card or 8 common cards per request that you see. And so this is where this is mostly just helpful overall. And what I mean by that is when you're requesting cards, you are gathering more copies of the card, which will allow you to level your card itself, which is always a good thing when you're playing. But donating also helps in the way of when you donate a common card, per common card you'll get 1 experience and 50 gold. And this experience actually goes to your king's level. Now that's very important because your king's level can only level as long as you are leveling up your individual cards. So it makes it very hard if you are receiving cards or getting cards all the time. This lets you pretty much donate to other people that need cards, and you're also getting a payback in the fact that you're getting experience for your king's level. And that's why I say it's a great thing to be in a clan, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do this. And honestly, it does help you level cards and level your king's level very quickly. And honestly, it's just really good to help people out, especially if you're using, like you have cards that you just aren't using, then it's definitely a real help if people are searching for those cards. So that is the whole donating and requesting portion. They kind of go hand in hand together. Now for the trading portion, it's a little bit more complicated, and this is why. So I can go down to this trade, and so you can pretty much trade at any time as long as you have a trade token. Now these trade tokens can be earned in special events through the shop. If they happen to pop up in the shop, you can buy them, and then also through Clan Wars, which once again another video. But you can hold 10 of each type of token. Now there is a token per rarity, and you must have one in order to initiate a trade, and whoever is trading you must also have one. But that part you don't have to worry about because that's on their side. So the reason why I say this is a little bit difficult is because depending on the rarity, you have to have extra cards to trade. So for example, I'm on the Epic token, so in order to get a card that I want, which is going to be 10 copies of a card, I have to give up 10 copies of a different card. Now what I mean is, let's say I wanted to trade for 10 baby dragons. So I go to request, and so I can put up to 4 different cards that I have 10 extra copies of. And the reason I say it's hard is because when you upgrade, and you tend to be brought to want to upgrade because it helps you with your king's level, it also gets rid of extra copies of your card. So right here, it's not that bad. I have 10 copies of some cards, but when you go into commons, they're asking for 250. You're going to be trading for 250 of a copy of a card, which means you need 250 copies of additional cards in order to trade for them. Now this can be hard if you're constantly upgrading because, like I said, you're getting rid of those extra copies in order to upgrade your card. So even though I have a lot of extra 10 or a lot of extra epics because it's only 10 plus cards, when I go into my common cards and I want to request 250 of a snow spirit, I only have 2 cards that I have 250 extra of. So this is where, as much as upgrading cards is definitely worth it for your king's level, it definitely can hurt you in the trading department because you might not have those extra cards in order to trade. Now the nice feature with this though is that it does give you the option to put 4 different cards in, and that's nice just because maybe someone doesn't want to trade for a specific card that you're willing to give. Well, this gives them 4 different options. If they see something they might want, then they can trade you for that specific card. So this is a little bit different in terms of helping out people, because it definitely does put a dent in your card pool, but it also is adding stuff to your side, and it's definitely even. Obviously it's asking for the same amount of cards, same rarity, and everything. Now you can request cards that you may not actually own but you have unlocked, which is actually kind of nice as well, I believe, or at least I think that works. I know it definitely works with legendaries. Now legendaries are going to be a 1-for-1. There's nothing crazy there. It's not requiring 5 or something like that. But yeah, so that is what the whole being in a clan is actually able to do for you. Donations and requesting definitely helps both people. You can donate to gain king's level, request cards to level your individual cards, which also contributes to your king's level, and then trading just helps if you're looking for specific cards and you want to give away certain other cards that you may have a lot of that maybe some other people are looking for. So overall, I think if you are not part of a clan, you should definitely go looking for one, just because I'm sure there's a lot of nice people with a lot of extra cards that are willing to, give them out if they have them, help themselves out with leveling in the king's level, and then also helping out a fellow clan member. So yeah, I think it's definitely worthwhile. I'm not typically a person for joining things like clans. I'm a very solo gamer type person, but this definitely is a lot different, I guess, from most games when you kind of join in the social aspect, because you're not constantly chatting or having to group with people or anything. This is just literally a group effort towards something else, toward ultimately helping yourself out and stuff like that. So overall, I definitely think it's worth it. But yeah, so those are the key things I think are worth it if you want to join a clan. It definitely helps speed up the process of gathering cards and leveling your king's level. And I thought that was a little bit important, especially if you're new to the game. But yeah, so that is this week's video. Please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you liked the video and you want to see more. Like I said, I'll probably be doing a Clans War video pretty soon just because I think that deserved its own little video. Go ahead and check out my socials, which are also above, and I will see you guys next week. All right, see ya.